brighter on the PlayStation 1 than it was on the PlayStation 4.
Well, I do turn the brightness up on my PlayStation 4. All right,
Okay.
I can kill this thing in the main game. I just want to say that before it destroys me right here.
Okay.
Everyone's favorite.
I wonder if it'll be easier since you have
It
like
actually does
only the
feel
D-pad to
kind of
control it.
easier. It's not bad.
You're limited to 4 directions.
First floor clinic. We killed the werewolf, so that's cool. Maybe I needed it to go through here. Ah, wow. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. Why is it not there? Oh, so you have to equip it, then press X. I don't know if that's what I was doing upstairs. I kind of want to go back up and check.
Well, if this is the first floor, though, that.
Oh,
I
it
guess
said
would be
first
the
floor.
second
That's
floor
a good
key.
point.
Yeah.
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 Thanks for saving our viewers. Oh yeah, and another kind of, I guess, fun fact: these loading screens, they were like put in. The game
Yeah,
doesn't
they
need
don't
loading
actually
screens.
load.
Yeah. This looks a little different.
This is Bloodborne remade as like a PlayStation 1 era game. Like the first bit of Bloodborne. So it's a new game released. Well, it's a semi-new. It's an older game that's been re-released as an older looking game. No, this is by some not FromSoft, some sort of indie studio. I forget what it was called.
The creator's name is Lilith Walther, I think. You can look them up on YouTube and see kind of like the progress stuff from this. I think they've also made a few little like smaller indie projects. They call this FanSoft, so I don't know if.
Okay. Is it still up on itch.io?
Yeah. Yep. It's still going strong. I think it's all the like Souls streamers and YouTubers have really latched onto it, so I don't know if FromSoft would take it down.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it
so
is still
dark.
Well, I don't think FromSoft would take it down. I could see Sony taking it down.
It could be.
Yeah.
Get ready for that cleric beast.
Yeah, I was gonna say cleric beast scream.
Oh, so amazing. Something that terrified me so much my first playthrough. Now I'm like excited to hear it. Also really proud that I got to this lantern without dying and going to the dream.
That is impressive.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the parry window, but... Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Damn.
Oh, the load. But yeah, I went into GameStop to buy it. They had a big sign on the window that said like, oh, like unless you pre-ordered Pokemon, like we don't have it, basically. And I was like, oh, interesting. So I was like, I'm here already. I'm gonna go in, just browse around, look around, whatever. Right. And like I was like, maybe someone hated it enough, and they like traded it in the day after or whatever.
That's how I got Death Stranding.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe I can get it for $55 and maybe a little bit of more of a discount because I'm a pro member or whatever. So I went in and I'm like, you know, they were like, it was dead empty because it's a GameStop. And so they were like, hey, you know, can we help you with anything? And I'm like, I mean, I saw the sign on the door said you guys didn't have it. So like, you know, unless you do, And they were like, "Yeah, actually, we." They said, "We do actually have it," and they were like, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll get that." And so they get it, and it's a digital code. It's just a digital code on a receipt, and I'm like, "Well, I could have
Mm,
just bought it on my Switch
right.
from the Nintendo online store. I didn't need to come here to get a I bought it anyway, like the digital code, because I had like I could use my like discount code or
Right.
discount
You
for the
got
month and
the
whatever.
GameStop benefits, which I
Mm,
guess is the only reason
yeah,
to do that.
exactly. But I was kind of just like, so you didn't have it. You just printed me a code because digital, like, unless it's an NFT, which is stupid. Like, there's not a digital scarcity. You can just give, you can have as many digital codes as you want. So, um, so you did have it. You just didn't have physically. And they were like, well, we could ship it. They have like 7 like versions of the game in like the next town over. And I was like, I'm not gonna drive 30 minutes to go get it from there, and I'm not gonna wait however many days it'll be for you to get one shipped to you from the other store. So just
Right.
give me the digital code. I don't care. Let me use my like gift, like GameStop gift card and my power up rewards points or whatever, like to bump this down to $35. So um but yeah, it was just kind of like, no wonder you guys are going out of business. So
Where are my blood echoes? So I'm glad I just remember this because I meant to bring it up, but I had forgotten. I was playing Halo earlier,
mhm.
which I'm like almost level 40 now.
Oh
Farewell, may
jeez.
you find.
And Cadence was out there with me, and she was playing with
Mhm.
some Play-Doh and stuff while I was playing Halo. And every time the Great Bonfire, nice. Every time either the character, like the characters, like your teammates would say something,
Mhm.
or the announcer would say something, or your AI would say something, she was repeating it, but she was like
Mhm.
doing her best to repeat it with her vocabulary that she has. And so it'd be like, say for example, the announcer's like 5 minutes remaining. Kids would be
Yeah.
like 5 minutes remaining, and then like your teammate would be like tossing a nade or tossing a grenade, and she would say something that sounds like that, but maybe she would mess up grenade and say something
Yeah.
else in its place. I was like, this isn't even annoying, it's like hilarious.
Yeah. That's adorable.
We were in Walmart a couple weeks ago trying to buy getting a birthday present for Abby, and we
Mhm.
went into the game section, and they had like a big Master Chief poster like hanging up or whatever above the like
Yeah.
Xbox games. And she was like, "Dad, it's your game." I was like, "Yes, that is my game."
Yep.
It's like, "That's called Halo." Well, I like the red tips.
Mhm. Still very cool.
The music is so good. Ah, damn it. Okay, it seems to be frozen. Damn it, didn't want to do that. I love this music so much.
Right. Such a cool fight.
The boss AI seems to be struggling a little bit, which is cool because it
Yeah.
hits like a truck. Nope, nope.
staggered. Ooh.
There's a way to lock onto its head in the main game, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh no. I mean, ultimately, it's all about the booty slabs.
Yeah.
I like how it just stops sometimes, like it forgets what it's doing. Come on, give me that easy dub. Ooh, that was a grab. I don't remember if it had a grab in the...
I feel like it did. I feel like I've gotten grabbed by it before. Ah, you were... That... You dodged that.
Yeah, the hitboxes definitely seem a little...
PS1 era.
questionable.
I like how it politely waits on you. So that
Yeah,
you
it's
can...
like, let me just stand here and think about my next move. There we go. I'm not going to say that that was necessarily hard, but it did take all my blood vials, which...
Yeah.
I had a
As
lot
the
of fun
person
with
on
it.
the
Yeah,
controller.
I've been
Yeah.
having a lot of fun. Tonight was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to it, like I said at the start of this stream, and I feel like it definitely didn't disappoint. There's definitely some jank, there's some challenges, some things that, you know, kind of caught me off guard. Not having blood vials at the end of this playthrough is surprising.
Yeah.
But I think that overall it executed on what it was trying to do, and it changed things up enough that I actually felt like I was exploring, and like I would come to an area and be like, oh, I know this is familiar, I know what I'm supposed to do, but also it doesn't look like it's supposed to. So it feels like a really fun remixed version of a game that I love. And I think I'm very much a GameCube, like PS2 era kid, so this is also slightly before my time what they're going for here, but it still very much feels like playing old games like that. And I had a great time with it. I'm probably going to keep on playing it. Maybe we'll stream it again a little bit more. We'll see how far I get next time we have the opportunity. Maybe I'll be playing a beefed up character. Maybe I'll be speed running it. Who knows? Oh man, we had so many technical issues at the start. I totally botched how I was going to start this stream.
Just pretend we didn't. Just cut it back to just chatting. Pretend like we're starting fresh.
So
I'll put that highlight first.
So okay, here we go. So just chatting. I was gonna say,
hey guys, welcome to our Friday stream, Friendly Neighborhood Gamers. We're just starting.
the FN
If you're
Gamers,
watching this,
never played
wink,
Sifu
wink.
before.
Never played.
But I did want to say shout out to Sony and PlayStation and Slow Clap.
I don't know if I could be a part of this anymore.
For giving us this review code. All we had to do was wait for the game to release and give them $40.
There you go.
So yeah, hell yeah to that. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, PlayStation. Thank you, Slow Clap.
Yeah.
It was actually more like
Sifu.
43 with tax.
With taxes,
so,
yeah, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll jump right back. Oh, not back into it. We'll jump into
No,
it for the
was
first time.
first time ever.
Yeah.
First impressions.
God, we're stupid.
Are we?
I think we're kind of funny, but not kind of funny.
We're not actually kind of funny.
We could be
That's
sort of
trademarks.
funny. It could be like
Sort of.
a off-brand kind of funny.
Sort of hilarious.
Yeah. Sort of comical.
You were very impressive so far. It's all that Sekiro you played.
I mean, I'm also a fan of like some fighting games, and the Batman Arkham games, and Spider-Man kind of has that like free flow combat. So like these early levels don't feel too intense.
Well, and I don't want to. I know part of what we are is like, oh, the average gamer. You know, like it's not all like the people in the industry. But I feel like a lot of times the people in the industry are not the best at video games, despite playing almost all of them, you know?
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's like, okay, well, you guys maybe aren't the best at this game, but, and that's not to say everybody won't struggle, but it does feel like sometimes there's a little bit of like a, maybe
it's starting to struggle here.
Yeah, you are surrounded by like 15 dudes right now, which seems rough.
Give me that.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is the name of that Nick Cage movie. Thank you, Bo.
Bo, I can relate to that. Dang it, as I die.
This part, if you're wondering, this part's getting clipped out because as you say, oh yes, I can relate to the unbearable weight of massive talent, you died. So
this will go. Guys, be on the lookout. At the end of February, beginning of March, you'll see this clip on YouTube, on Instagram.
This is the weight that
TikTok.
I bear. This is my unbearable weight.
I've tried getting into several other Pokemon games and it's never really stuck. I played Ruby on the Game Boy Advance and didn't get to the end of it just because I reached a point where I was just kind of like, I'm done with this. I played Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, whatever it was. I played one of that generation, and I played some of Pokemon Sword. And I just, like I said, I just never really got into it. This is a really cool scene, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
This reminds me of that. Was it John Wick 1 or 2?
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
Where he goes into the club, into the club.
Mm-hmm. But this one is actually like holding my attention so far. And I like that it's like open world and I can fight Pokemon if I want to. I can like stealth around and catch Pokemon without fighting them if I want to. It's an interesting game. I'm seeing Bo saying that he will not stand by Pokemon Ruby slander, and that's fair. Like it wasn't a bad game. I played Pokemon Ruby in 2020 on the Game Boy Advance in a world where we've come a long way since Pokemon, because Pokemon Ruby was Gen 2, right? So it was a good deal after. And I just kind of was like, okay, I get the point of this, but I'm not... I've gotten my Charizard or whatever. It probably wasn't a Charizard. You probably start with some other fire. I got whatever the fire starter was. I got
Charizard as a starter? Charmander?
Well, okay, but I got the fire starter to whatever was like basically
you
just like
you evolved it?
Cutting through everything.
Okay.
I grinded to the point where it was just I was just destroying whatever was thrown at me basically, and it was kind of like, okay, I get this. You know, like I'm not committed enough. I don't have enough of like nostalgia or whatever to really like care about going back through. It was Gen 3, so thank you, Belle. Because yeah, it was were Diamond and Pearl too? Was that what it was?
You're alienating so many people right now.
I am. But hey, sometimes any kind of engagement is good engagement. So you know what? Maybe we clip this part out, we put it on TikTok, and we get a bunch of people in the comments telling me how wrong I am.
You know what's funny about that? Oh shit, he got super powered. One
Gold
of
and silver.
our
See, they're going to correct me. They're not going to be able to stop engaging. They're going to be like, actually, Gen 2 was gold and silver.
goddamn, one of our highest viewed videos on YouTube as LPF ever was the one I titled "Sexy Pokemon."
That is true. You're welcome for that, world.
Okay, so yeah, I'm doing a Dark Souls 3 playthrough.
Yeah.
I'm doing. You mentioned Switch, and Switch has been like my go-to lunch break. You know, Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
That game is amazing. I feel like you should try it because it doesn't seem like it would be necessarily my game, but I've really liked it. So I feel like most people should just at least give it a shot. It's so good. So Metroid Dread on the Switch, Dark Souls 3, Returnal on PlayStation 5. I haven't played it in a week or so, but it's definitely still a game that I'm like, I consider myself still playing. I feel like there was something else. Red Dead 2. I have a Red Dead 2 playthrough going right now.
Wow. I'm interested to see how quick all of these drop off in 2 weeks.
Oh, they're all they're all gonna fall to the wayside. That might. Oh God, 2 fat boys. Oh no. Rude. They're all definitely going to fall away for a considerable amount of time. God, the dodging in this is so awkward. Oh, obviously. I feel like there was another. Oh, I'm playing through the Bloodborne demake, technically.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back to it since stream, but I want to play it. What else? Halo. I'm playing a ton of Halo Infinite multiplayer. Really been digging the multiplayer on that. So that might be it. I feel like I might have forgotten one or two, but yeah, like I have so many irons in the fire, so to speak, right now. And I guaranteed 2 weeks from today, when I've taken the day off from work and we're streaming wherever I've gotten to at in Elden Ring at that point, I won't even remember that any of those games existed. Yeah, you better be scared. I got bamboo now.
Now, like, I didn't watch like the all the story stuff on this, and I know that as Americans, or maybe a little bit biased, as guns are much easier to acquire in our country than a lot of others.
Where are you going with this, Dylan?
I'm just wondering why she didn't bring a gun to this
Bo
situation.
literally
here.
said that at the start of the stream.
Did he?
It was like, this would be a very short game if you busted out a 45.
What? So, were you one of the people at this Nintendo Direct that was like, why didn't they just release a new Mario Kart game? Or were you actually kind of like,
Yes.
I'm down for the fact that there's a DLC here?
The DLC is ridiculous, especially that they're charging for it. I get that they're pumping a bunch of courses in, but they're all
Well, I thought it was
remakes.
like if you have the like Nintendo Switch Online Pro or whatever, it comes with that.
Yeah, do you have that?
I mean, no, but if between the expansion for Mario Kart and the expansion for Animal Crossing and like access to the N64, which I didn't own as a kid, so like I could play the old Zelda games potentially. Like, it's getting more and more attractive, I guess, for me personally. I understand people who have done all those things or aren't interested in like the Animal Crossing DLC or playing, Ocarina of Time or whatever it is.
Well, see, for me, like, I don't care about the Animal Crossing thing because I don't really play that game anymore, and my island of Corona got nuked when I upgraded my Switch.
Right.
The other thing is, apparently the N64 games are just, like, really bad versions of those games.
That's fair.
So, like, there's just not a lot of draw to that upgrade at this point for me.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I guarantee that the first time people come over and they're like, hey, let's play some Mario Kart, and we pull it up and it's like, hey, you have access to yada yada new courses for $25. I'll be like, $25, that's nothing. Look, we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still think it's kind of like,
I mean, I guess my biggest question is, do you think if they released a new Mario Kart game, it would be significantly different in a way that would make it worth paying like $60 for those courses versus is it nicer to just get those courses? Like graphically, is it going to look that much different, or
I think if they were going
are
to,
they going to do like a double dash thing or something,
yeah, if they were going to release a brand new Mario Kart, oh, I need a key for that one, and call it 9, then yes, it would be worth the money because they would do something weird with it.
Okay.
I think that they don't know what weird thing to do yet, and so that's why we're getting this, because Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U like 8 years ago.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I was like,
and it's a great game. It's a really fun,
Yeah.
polished, like it is probably the most polished, best Mario Kart experience we've had up to this point, no doubt. And I love playing it.
like the band.
Yeah, it has a special place in my heart and whatnot. But there is, like, I would love to see what the next iteration would be, and that would be for like Nintendo to decide, because I personally can't think of what it would be.
Right.
Because it's like, yeah, you guys kind of have done everything at this point.
Yeah,
But-
because I guess that's where I'm coming at it from. Is sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, it would be cool to see some creativity rather than just more remasters of old courses for money.
Yeah, because that's like the way. Like, I would much rather. I guess I think about this in a similar way to the new Mario Party that just came out, where it's like,
Yeah.
I would have much rather them have added more mini games and boards to the Mario Party game that I already own, and just paid like $30 or whatever for that, than having to, like, if I wanted to play that with people, having to go out and pay $60 to get a whole new game. And so I guess I think about that in the same way as, like Mario Kart, where it's like, I don't think, to me, they would change Mario Kart in a significant enough way for me to be like, yeah, like I'm getting like 48 new maps or whatever. That's cool and all, but like any other game that I was playing would have just released this as DLC, in which case it's kind of like, well, that's kind of annoying in my, like, I would much rather Mario Kart be more of a like platform. It's just like, this is Mario Kart for the Switch, and it's a platform, and we'll release, like, here's 12 new maps, pay $5 for them, or whatever it is, versus
I
like
guess,
having to buy $60 every time, if that makes sense.
I guess that would feel better if Mario Kart 8 came out for the Switch.
Right, for the Switch, and it wasn't just re-released.
That's like, if yeah, I don't have a good comparison, but like, say we were getting Super Smash Brothers Brawl characters added to the port versus what they did with Ultimate, actually making a new game,
Yeah, that's fair.
God, this guy is...
Although, to be fair, and commenters or whatever can come for me, like, I didn't play enough of Brawl to really, I mean, the last Mario Super Smash Brothers that I played was Melee, and Ultimate just kind of feels like a Melee with better character, or with like a lot more characters to me. So, I don't know.
Well, and that, I mean, to get super nerdy about it, that I guess is a compliment, because I feel like Ultimate's probably the best feeling one since Melee. They did actually have one on the Wii U called like Super Smash Bros. Wii U that I forget about because I didn't have a Wii U. But Brawl was like the one on the Wii that was like my last touchstone.
Yeah.
God.
Oof.
Cyberpunk next gen stuff came out this week.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I downloaded and loaded into the world. That was one of the ones that we had kicked around potentially doing today. Although then we would have had to go in and like read Twitch's terms of service for like what happens if there's just nudity in the game. But
Yeah.
I would have had to start like a whole new save game with that because they have added like a couple of new little things to the game, like new little quests, but nothing that's like substantial or like all that good, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
big
it wasn't
DLC
like
or anything.
yeah, it wasn't like a little quest line or anything like you would sometimes get in The Witcher 3. So it was more so just like, hey, you completed all the quests in like this area of the map. Like, here's a car, come pick it up. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that there's a little bit more fanfare for like completing a whole like zone worth of quests, but it was kind of like, okay, so that was really all there was.
They also added like you can now buy apartments, customize your apartments, you can customize your character, they reworked like the talent trees. Like they did a lot of that stuff that actually happened in The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3 also. Where like they completely overhauled the menu system in The Witcher probably, I don't know. It wasn't this long, it was only a few months after, if my memory is correct, after the game came out. So it's not unheard of for them to do this, but they crammed a bunch of those little kind of quality of life features into this update, along with making it the next gen versions. But I mean, the most exciting thing about this news for me is that now maybe those Witcher ports are closer.
Yeah, because the last we heard they were waiting to do those until after Cyberpunk came to the new systems.
Yeah, and like Cyberpunk's cool, but even with this news, I'm like, I still don't feel the draw to go back and like replay it. So, but if they did all this stuff for The Witcher, I'd definitely be like, yeah, I'm diving back into that.
Yeah. It does seem, I don't know. I when I was just driving around Night City a little bit, after like reinstalling the game for just to like see how it looked and was running, like, I mean, it still is a really cool area, but there was a lot of just kind of like I could kind of feel myself being drawn in and being like, I kind of want to play this again, like that would be cool, but I was also like, I don't know if I mean, with Elden Ring coming very, very soon, I was like, I'm not that interested in like starting it again right now. But I was kind of like, it was kind of a bummer because it felt like, you know, okay, I've done these things. It's not like there's just like random events happening around Night City, you know? Like The Witcher, the monsters and stuff will like come back after you clear an area, you know, even if you've cleared the area, there will still be monsters that'll like spawn, and so you can still like run around and like just have fun with like the combat system. In Cyberpunk, it was very much just like, all right, well, this is like I was just kind of driving around a city. I found there was like one little encounter that I had with like the cops that were fighting some gang, and I was like, okay, cool, like let me go mess with that, and like I shot 3 people and then moved on with my life. Like it wasn't very interesting. So like that part to me was kind of a bummer because I was like, man, it would have been cool to have like more to do after the game ended than just kind of sit around and look at my cars, try to collect guns, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was just looking for some upgrade materials, and I was like, I don't know how to get these upgrade materials.
I definitely feel that in Cyberpunk for sure, but that's something that I deal with like every game, but especially open world games. Is like once the story ends, my drive to go through the world kind of diminishes. And like you talk about exploring in The Witcher and just like killing monsters and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but if I'm not on a quest, I really don't care to do that. Like I need to have that kind of like driving force pushing me through. So I would definitely have to restart if I was going to play Cyberpunk some more.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like The Witcher 3 I've been playing through, and I've been like going around to like all of the old world, to all of the old stuff in that game, and just like clearing the like question marks off of the map basically.
Right.
Which has been fun. Yeah. And there's so many of them. And like most of them boil down to like, oh, there's like a few monsters around here in a nest. Like, go ahead and kill them or whatever. But you know, it's still something to do, you know. Versus Cyberpunk, where there was a lot to do. I won't say that there wasn't, but there was just kind of like this. It didn't feel like there was a ton that was there after you kind of beat the game. For me, granted, I played it during quarantine for COVID, so I played it a lot.
Remember a couple weeks ago when I played Bloodborne PSX?
Yeah.
I thought about doing this thing where I was gonna go online and find like Bloodborne themed drinks. I was gonna make like a Bloodborne drink to drink on stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's like no Bloodborne drinks out there. There's
Really?
a couple people that have made like a pungent blood cocktail here and there, but like the recipes they vary depending on. There's like a couple YouTube videos and a couple websites that like have, but like, so there's a couple people that claim to have made a pungent blood cocktail.
Yeah.
And then there's maybe one or two people that have tried to make like a blood vial or something like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
And they either all sounded nasty or included weird ingredients that I couldn't easily get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, it seems
if Aubrey
like
doesn't have those ingredients, they don't exist.
Yeah. But like it seemed like one of those things where you should like, it seems ripe for that. Like you'd think there would be a whole recipe book of Bloodborne cocktails.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like you can get like a World of Warcraft like cookbook. I'm pretty sure there are like, you know, drinks as well. There's the Skyrim one, right? I feel like there are other ones that I've heard of where it's like, here are some drinks that are like Fallout maybe.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But yeah, I was somewhat disappointed when
that does surprise
like,
me that there wasn't like a nice, easy.
I mean, just take some classic cocktails and just rename them even.
Yeah, right.
I was like, well,
here is a Moscow Mule. It's now a Yarnum dog. Like,
gross. Yarnum dog. Maybe that's why there's not a lot of Bloodborne.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
not a lot of appetite. Like, here is 1/3 of an umbilical cord. The drink.
Yeah, like a Bloody Mary, bro. Like that would be.
Oh. That's disgusting. To be fair, I don't like Bloody Marys in general, but also just kind of like now I'm like imagining the texture of a Bloody Mary, but it's called like an umbilical cord or something, and I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Oh, that's disgusting. No, I don't like Bloody Marys really, but it does. That is the kind of drink you would expect. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
there to be, like,
that
a
that would
Bloodborne
make
version
sense.
of.
Yeah.
You went to umbilical cord. That was where you went first with that.
I mean, yeah, I was playing around like my old character, and I did like the end game, which heavily features umbilical cords.
Right.
And I had 4, which I meant to ask you about because I was like, how did I get 4 of these? Because
You
I
had
thought you could
4
only get
umbilical
3.
cords.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Because
isn't
like
it
you
like a
get
1/3 of an umbilical cord is the item?
yeah, that's why I was confused, and I was like, and I haven't done this. Isn't like a new game plus character or something that might have had it like left over from their previous thing. It was very much like a because like you get one from the old hunters, the abandoned workshop or whatever, right?
Uh huh.
You get one for um, the for who's the Yosefka. You get one from
Yep.
her,
Yep.
and then you get one from the other lady who has the like demon baby.
Yep.
But I was like, I don't know where I got the other ones or the other one. And I was,
Let's see.
can you get one from Ebritus?
No, I don't think it's from
Or do you get
Abradus.
one from? Do you get one somewhere in like the DLC from like Cause or something?
Well, just as a brief aside, because of the fun things of Google.
Yeah. Oh, you just typed that in, huh?
Well, I got to, can you get 4?
Yeah.
And so I want to read some of the predictive things that came up.
Yes.
Can you get 4 false positive pregnancy tests? That's the
Hey,
top
it's
one.
still in the theme. It's still in that Bloodborne theme.
Can you get 4,096 in 2048 game? Number 2.
Can you get what?
4,096 in 2048
Oh,
game.
okay. I thought they were talking about that Battlefield game that just came out, and I'm like, that makes 0 sense.
Can you get 4K badge in arena? Can you get 4th booster? Can you get 4th COVID vaccine? Can you get 4 points in basketball?
Can you get 4 points in basket? I
I
assume
think
they're
they probably
like
mean off one shot.
off of one shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you get 4 COVID vaccines? Can you get 4 doses of COVID vaccine? And then the last one is, can you get a 4.0 with A minus? That is somebody like stressing way too hard about their
Yeah.
GPA right there.
Yeah. Like,
A 3 and 1 for basketball. Yeah.
but how? What is?
I don't.
I'm sorry.
I don't
what?
know the rules
I don't.
of basketball.
I don't sports.
Yeah. Is basketball the one with the wooden stick? Sorry, that was a
No.
bad joke.
I do semi sports, but basketball is the one that I know the absolute least about.
Yeah. What was I looking up?
The
For-
umbilical
oh.
cords. Can you
So let's
for
just add
umbilical
that word
cords?
to the search.
You get fouled while making a 3 and get an extra. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. There was like a 2-year period where I watched a lot of basketball because students got in for free.
I bring a message from the Nine.
And then since then, I have not really watched any.
Can you get 4 umbilical cords? Predictive text said in Islam, which I don't. And then Bloodborne came up, obviously, because where else, like, why else would you be asking this question?
That is a good point.
Until we speak again.
Okay, so there are 4 total. Let's see. You only need 3 to fight the final boss, but there are 4 total. Let's see.
Okay.
Where's
the fourth one? Because that's where I was very confused.
I may be here when you return.
the workshop?
Okay.
Ariana,
Okay.
Yosefka. Ah. Apparently, Murgo drops one.
Oh, that does
Or
make sense.
the wet nurse.
The wet nurse
Murgo's
drops
the
one.
baby.
That makes sense.
That is it's the only umbilical cord that you're guaranteed to unlock. So I guess they put that one there so that you know it exists as an item.
And they name it 1/3 whatever, so that you're like, maybe I should look for 2 more of these.
Yeah. I have pre-purchased Elden Ring. It is sitting on my dashboard taunting me now on Xbox. I try to launch it every day.
Just in case they came out with it and you somehow didn't see it on like Instagram or Twitter.
We're going to be talking and playing a lot of Elden Ring coming up.
All I'm saying, games journalists, or not games journalists, games companies, FromSoft, you're sending a lot of people Elden Ring codes right around now, I'm assuming. Andrew right here just showed that he got through Sifu's first level on stream. Let's see, we've been streaming for about an hour. So, he got through Sifu's first level in an hour. You're sending the code to people who can't get through the first level of Sifu. Maybe send him a code. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. I'll probably play through my first one with like some sort of strength or dex, like heavy build.
Dude, the magic looks so good in Elden Ring, though. What's your plan of attack for Elden Ring?
I don't know a ton about like the starting classes. I saw there was like a samurai. I assume there is
let's
guy that has
zoom
nothing.
out from that. Let's zoom out from that even. Like, what's your plan of attack for, like, you're playing Thursday night at 11, I'm assuming?
Well, I've been looking at potentially changing my console's zone or whatever to New Zealand.
So you could play all day Thursday?
Yeah, so, well, I have work until like 6 o'clock on Thursday, so it's not
worth it.
Well, I could play at 6 when I get off of work instead of waiting until midnight, so...
Yeah, I'm excited. We're 7 days, so this time next week we'll be probably not wrapping up our stream because we'll still be wanting to play Elden Ring.
Yeah, we might wrap up the stream, but we will still just be playing Elden Ring, so at that point we might as well just keep streaming, I guess? I don't know.
Unless we just want to like move to our comfortable couch or whatever, but yeah.
And I guess with that, we do the, hey, remember, stay friendly, gamers.